Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Toilet Boy Theory. Hey guys, what's going on?
No. It's the Toilet Bowl Theory podcast. We're here. It's me, Justin, Nick,
Yeah.
and
Priya.
Nice to have you here, Priya.
All right.
We're gonna animate you in. We're gonna animate a cartoon figure of you in.
What color hair dye?
Whatever
you want.
Priya's had 43 hair colors.
Yeah.
That's
Since
more
what
than
age?
46.
When's the first time you dyed your hair? How old were you?
12.
12. And since 12, you're 19 now. You've had 43 hair colors.
That's like 6 a year.
6 a year? Was that? So you just went on average 6 haircuts a year?
No, 6 hair colors a year.
Hair
Basically.
color art. Whatever. Same.
Color art.
Nick, would you ever color your hair? Would you ever dye your hair any color?
The only thing I probably would dye it would be like brown or something. Very generic, because I feel like I'd look weird if it was any other color.
Nick, you want to be a brunette. You're like dirty blonde right now. You're just one step there.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be weird though if I was brown.
If you dye your hair black, you're gonna look like every TikTok fuckboy with chain
Dude,
on
I
his
could though. That's cool. I just don't think it would fit as it grew out.
Why'd you make that face? Like that?
I think Nick would look good with green hair.
Green hair?
Nick with
would
green
you let me
hair?
dye your hair?
No.
Fuck.
Alright, what hair color would I look good with?
Purple.
Purple.
Oh.
Oh?
No,
You remind me of like a Saints Row.
Saints Row.
A tight character. I don't know how else to describe it.
I think it would look good with like silver hair if you left your roots.
Oh, if you were like an anime character?
Yeah.
Silver hair would be perfect.
Silver hair?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like Quicksilver in like Age of Ultron when he like died right off the bat.
Perfect.
Oh man.
And the Hawkeye just like aims an arrow at him and just like, I could do it.
Nick, I started this podcast. The question I wanted to ask you was, how many 5th graders do you think you could take on in a fight at once?
Damn. Are these just the boys? Or are there girls?
Nick, they're mixed. It's equal. Equal opportunity to get their ass
on the
beat.
whole class.
Nick, your hands are bisexual. You can beat anybody up. So how many kids, how many 5th graders do you think you could take on at once?
I could take
Like they're coming at you.
13.
13.
Like right now, I just bam, bam, take an arm, bam, break that, move on to the other.
Grab one by the ankles and swing it around like a windmill and just knock all of them over with its skull.
Exactly. See, first move is, on my head, I'm like, I can take on like 30, 50 maybe.
That's way
No, think about it like this. First one, but depends. You can pick with anything you're wearing. So I'm putting on Timbs. I'm putting on size 10 Timbs. The person that rushes me, I'm kicking the little shit in the ribs, right?
This is because
and he's flying back. No, listen. I'm kicking this little fuck in the ribs, right? He's flying. I put the power of New York through him. He has a heart attack, and he's like, I send him flying, and he bowls through the other 5th graders. And they're crying because they're not little monsters who are gonna fight. They're human. They're gonna be scared of what just happened.
Well, what if they were monsters? They're just the soulless body of a 5th grader that's just been told to fight you. They're just going. You can't. There's no reason to win.
First one's still getting.
Like zombies?
Regardless, no matter what their brain is, first one's still getting his ribs kicked into hell. Hey. And if they're mindless, then are they like biting too? That's different.
They hadn't posed the question.
At that point, I'm taking off the Tim and I'm swinging in circles. I'm just spinning in circles.
That was my idea. But like grab one like a little windmill, you smack it. Put the Tims on the 5th grader and then swing the 5th grader around. I'm gonna put people's heads.
Put the Tims on my hands and I'm gonna box them with steel toe Tims on my hands.
Just have like Tims on your feet, Tims on your hands. Start sucking punching people and kicking them.
Let us know in the comments how many 5th graders you think you could take in a fight and how would you do it.
Help the 5th graders hit puberty by dropping their balls for them.
But some of them are girls. It's half girls.
And then
same balls. They just go down a different tube.
Yeah, exactly. Pull them out.
You like tube tie them. Anyways, Priya, thank you for commenting on all the videos.
Yeah,
you're a number one supporter. We had to get the number one supporter on the podcast.
Goals. I'm a fan.
Now we're more.
You're a fan, but you're more than a fan. You are my girlfriend.
Oh.
One of these days we're gonna get fan art, guys.
Fan art, Nick. We do all our fan art ourselves.
That's why I'm like, what?
I started drawing logos for you guys.
Oh yeah, Nick. We have logos coming soon.
Cool. I thought you said Legos for a second.
Legos.
Yeah.
Nick, we have Legos coming in.
Maybe we can make that the thing. All right.
Nick.
Yes, sir.
I had another question, but I kind of forgot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should just shoot to asking girl questions because of the female on the podcast.
Whoa, female.
Are vaginas real?
No.
Oh.
It's
How are babies made?
You throw them up.
All right.
Where's the bird come into play?
The stork. Are you friends with him?
The stork fucks me and then I vomit its baby.
Oh, see, I thought it was like a Harry Potter type. Like you get assigned a stork, like an owl, and like just do
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, motherfuckers just have owls.
It's like
they have to buy an owl.
Oh, broke ass motherfuckers. Do you have to buy a stork?
No.
Okay.
How much are they?
You don't buy them.
Why are they called periods and not exclamation points?
We call them commas in the girl community.
What? Because you're young?
And then every month you just go.
What does that mean?
You go into a
graduate
comma.
into a period, eventually. And then what's it called when you can't have your period? Menstruation.
That's
you look,
That's what it is.
You look
No,
so
it's
confused.
called- Wait, what's it called?
Menopause.
Yeah.
There.
You get that around like age like
He had
what,
to
nearing 50, right?
He had to menopause and think about it.
My mom.
If it graduates from a
I'm so
to a period and then it's a paid break.
Menopause does not sound fun.
My
mom is going
semicolon.
through puberty.
Yeah.
Nick, going through puberty, were you like during those? When were you going through puberty? Wasn't it like it was like hard to tell what you just know, but like you just never know when you started?
Oh yeah, it was definitely 6th grade because I remember
Sixth grade.
Because 5th grade I was super short, and then by the end of 6th grade I was like 5'10".
You were 5'10" in the 6th grade. You're an early bloomer. Nick, wait, weren't you 6 feet tall by 15?
Yeah, I think so.
Nick, by 15, I was still 5'4".
That's pain, brother.
Yeah, I finally hit like the good parts of puberty sophomore year of high school.
Really?
Yeah, it's like that's when I hit like my tall growth spurt, like the muscle growth spurt, my overall face changes because I had braces. I got my braces on the start of freshman year when I played football, and I got them off in the middle of sophomore year. But there's with my braces you can tell there's like the first when I got them on, like the before and afters. I looked like a fucking child, and I was 14 years old. I looked like I was. Hey, you seen that shit? I look ugly as fuck, Priya.
8 years
Looked
old,
ugly as hell.
out there on the field.
I looked like a golf ball dipped in like oil. I was so greasy all the time. And then my sophomore year picture, I just looked my like skull changed. I think I developed a brain.
Skull changed?
My whole skeletal system changed.
Brain started growing. You look like a piece of salmon.
Yeah,
now you look like an asterisk.
When you're going through puberty, were you like consistently sweaty like me?
Oh yeah, for sure. My brother was even worse. Like I didn't know this about my brother. I knew he like was sweaty, but then one of my friends who like taught me basketball or like how to be better or whatever. He's like, yeah, your brothers would sweat all the time, and I was just like, oh. And then I was like, that explains a lot.
That explains why he slips out of my hands.
Dude,
snort a lot.
There was this time in middle school, I think like the 8th grade, when I was like going through like the highs and lows of puberty, like the shins hurting and the knees cramping. You know what I mean? I had these like striped socks. Oh, that's the
cookies. Why do you keep resetting it?
I didn't mean so. I clicked stop.
Do we need to get
No,
the
you
cookies?
didn't. You clicked repeat.
We're baking cookies.
Do we need to get the cookies?
Oh, the cookies are out. That was just my dumb ass. The timer. So anyway,
pressing. I watched you click repeat.
I clicked stop.
There you go.
Oh well. Anyways, I had these like striped. I only wore ankle socks like middle school and like freshman year. Only ankle socks.
I only wore high socks.
I just imagine you in like knee high schoolgirl socks.
Okay, not that.
Me.
It was like halfway up my calf, like this.
You wore knee
Maybe
high.
a little bit longer.
No, I had the neon green spandex that I wore with a white button-down shirt and long socks over the leggings and Converse.
What are you in?
You might as well put a
Did you
tutu on
dance?
top of that.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
just
was like,
went
are
to
you in
school
Cirque
like
du
that.
Soleil?
No, I just went like that.
You're just like,
And the
this
shirt
is
went
like school.
over my butt.
Wow. See, I went to school. I wore like gray and black Converse ankle socks that like different black ankle socks that weren't the same brand. Like one was slightly higher than the other, and this like the stitchings was different. I'd wear like plaid shorts that like went over my knees, like the cholo shorts.
Oh.
And then I wore like a teal shirt or something that just didn't match, and my haircut was fucked. I looked like you know like the hairs on a coconut.
Was it like a mohawk?
I did have a mohawk at one point when I was 13.
I feel like I There's always that one kid in your class. I feel like I had a blonde kid like that. Just like
I had a blonde like his name was Trey Finley. Fuck
like
Trey
the
Finley.
towhead, the
If you're
towhead
listening, Trey Finley.
kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
His name's
man.
BuzzFeed. Buford.
Buford from Phineas and Ferb.
You-
But anyways, in 8th grade, I
Yeah.
had these socks, like the ankle socks. They were like these teal and like blue. They were just like these striped socks. There was like black and white ones, teal ones. There's like only two pairs. I don't know what the fuck they're made out of, but they consistently made my feet sweat. I was sitting in class so uncomfortable that my feet were drowning, and I was so afraid that like I would stand up to get called on, and like
Yeah,
I'd it'd be like an audible when I'm walking.
Oh, okay.
Like I could just like I had a Jamaican
I expect
teacher.
like a.
I had a Jamaican teacher, and she's like, Justin, like, come present your biology project to the class. And I was so afraid that it was gonna be. Anyways, guys, you seem so unamused.
No, you said something about Buford, and I started thinking about how the kids in elementary school would call me Baljeet because I was Indian. And then they'd be like, I'm Buford, and they'd punch me in the face.
They
Was
call
this-
you Buford?
They'd be like, I'm
Oh,
Buford,
they
and
would
you're
do-
Baljeet, and then they'd deck
the bullying
me.
you.
Yeah.
Can
and
you
they
just
deck me.
describe to Nick and everyone who listens the 26 subscribers we have, and what type of words you go to for elementary school and middle school as a combination?
From 1st through 8th grade, I went to a private Christian school called Grace Christian School. If anyone is listening from Grace Christian School, go fuck yourself to fucking hell. I hate you.
That's bad.
When I went there, I wanted to kill myself. And because they were so horrible. One time I went to school, and apparently when I was gone, they told everyone that I was a Muslim and that I was a terrorist and that I was gonna kill everybody, so nobody talked to me for a full day. And then when I asked them why they didn't talk to me, they told me it was because I worshipped Allah, and I'm Indian and I didn't know who Allah was. So
Your thoughts?
On that?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. That's horrible. That's
Well,
horrible.
well,
Well, I mean, that's horrible.
They also put security cameras all the way around the school, and
That's
they
a
called the police on me for doing chalk on the sidewalk.
What did the chalk say?
It was
Praise
a note
Allah.
to the grade below us, telling them that we were always there for them and that we loved them.
Damn, white people.
I fucking with people.
They really do be like that sometimes.
Really do. A-cab.
do you think the stigma is true? Do you think white people have a significantly lower advantage in fights than like other people
You're
of different
asking the
colors?
white man.
Yeah, probably.
Nick, I'm asking the white man.
probably.
Yeah, I mean, like
Like
me. I'm not that. Like I'm bigger now, but I'm just not that intimidating. Like I'm either just like, just not gonna. Well, I'll avoid a conflict, or I'll just. Sorry, I'm not talking well. Or I'll just like, I don't know, find a way to trick them.
The way he's sitting like a grandpa holding his like glass, but there's no glass in his hand, with one ankle on top of his knee, leaning back in an armchair.
What do you mean you trick them?
Look, it looks like he's holding a glass, but there's no glass.
There is no glass in Nick's hand. You're sitting there like you're drinking Scotch and Sprite.
What?
And you're spinning it around now.
Yeah, no, that's
Scotch
what
and
you do.
Sprite. What do you mean you trick them? What does that
Trick
mean?
them. What do you mean?
What do you mean trick, Nick? You pull out a fucking deck of cards? Pick a card, bitch.
No, it's just like you just.
I don't know what that means.
You're just like, just kidding, I'm not Nick. They're like, oh my god.
Who are you? So let's see, theoretically, a man named, I don't know, Ryan
Right.
pulls up to fight a Requise. Who wins the fight? They're the same body type, same height.
Ryan?
Ryan wins the fight?
No, I'm asking Ryan.
Ryan will end up crying.
I think Ryan. No, I think Ryan.
Ryan will end up crying.
Ryan. I think it's Ryan. What's the other name?
Requise.
He'll have that sweet release.
Just a big.
Gonna start
God.
dance battle.
A dance battle? Nick. Was that what you do to trick him?
Yeah.
You pull out and do a
Start
fucking
dancing.
Harlem shake on the guy who tries to fight you?
What would your dance move be if you had to fight with dancing?
Black Beatles.
Freeze.
I do whip and nay nay.
You'd whip
So
in
you
there.
fucking punch them. Slap their face. Whip.
Alright.
Nay.
I don't know about you. I'm Millie rocking all day long on every block. I'm gonna slap the fuck out of them with every.
You can do the Harlem Shake. Pretend you have a seizure. That's how you can trick them. Just get on the ground and start writhing. What are they gonna do?
And beat you up more? What is this, Joker? I'm gonna get Joker fight.
Just bring coffee and make sure it's 1 minute and just pretend you're seizing and foam out the mouth for the next time a relatively large man of color tries to fight you. Not all people of color are aggressive. This is just a stigma saying that they always win fights. Do you think that's true? More of the time, do they win more fights?
I'm saying the stigma's true.
Okay. I've never seen a black man fight a white man in person before. I've only seen in my high school. I've only seen Mexican boys fight Mexican boys. You have?
Yeah.
Who's the winner?
Black man.
Well,
That's pain. What kind of white guy was he? Was he like a nerd one?
It's like skinny
Was he
ones.
just
Like
like
on
a
the
regular-
baseball
oh.
team, probably.
Oh,
see, I
the
know
baseball.
there's a few baseball
Hey,
guys
the
out there that
baseball
don't know how to
boys.
fight.
I don't think any girl likes baseball boys.
No, they. Oh, sorry, my school. That's what it was. There's football players and baseball boys.
Mm-mm.
That's just what the. You're not dating the baseball boy.
The football boys are the ones that you're friends with who are trying to like have sex with you secretly, and then the baseball boys are the ones that grab your ass and then say they didn't mean to.
See, no one cared about that type of shit in my school. The football boys were so bad. They went 1-9 in my senior year of high school. They were god awful. No one cared
Yeah.
about their existence.
Mine's
They wore jerseys with shame, and no one even paid. They were just no one cared. Everyone, though, however, the homie Dylan was on baseball, and everyone loved the baseball boys because it was critically acclaimed that they have like the nicest, fattest, juiciest, voluptuous asses there.
All right.
So
Remember when I told Dylan I hated baseball boys? I met his friend Dylan for the first time. I said I hate baseball boys, and he's like, what? His best voice is like, what?
Nick, if there was dodgeball as a sport in high school, what were you
dude,
playing?
I would demolish. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have played basketball.
No, I'm fucking people up in dodgeball. You kidding
Dude,
me?
I'm getting bloody noses.
Didn't they ban dodgeball?
No.
No.
Yeah, you don't know how to play dodgeball anymore because
That's whack. Why would they let these big brolic motherfuckers play football and smack into each other?
Everyone's too sensitive now.
That's
I know,
whack.
but why would they let them
Play football?
Because the
Football's-
industry is too
Because you
big.
can wear a helmet and you sign up for it.
I
Like
hate
you
that.
can't do dodgeball in PE anymore. I think.
That's dumb. You can do that shit at trampoline parks with the foam balls.
Oh.
But like I'm like, there's kids on their side and they're like, easy out, and I'm like, no, this is a learning experience. I did once, however, hit like a 5-year-old when I was like 16. It's like these balls were like not small balls; they were like decently sized foam balls,
That's what she
and they
said.
had some. They were pretty dense,
Good.
and so
I like the dense balls. Can we talk about balls?
Hey guys, let's get.
Why? Have you ever like looked at balls and they just like move up and down like themselves,
Mm-hmm.
like by themselves? Like why do they do that? They're like anxious.
As a person who has some balls,
some testicles on them.
Why do they do? Can I ask questions? Why do
It's
your
just
balls move so slowly and ominously?
They're
it's
floating.
like a plant.
It is like a plant.
It's
We
like
just
going
talked
to the
about this.
sunlight. Yeah.
No, but it's like
so
it's
slow.
trying to crawl slowly.
Maybe
like
it's
with
an
the,
alien egg.
You must consider the
Yes.
fact that our
It-
testicles are
But they,
constantly floating.
Wait, guys, it's an alien egg in us, just crawling, trying to plant a seed.
What?
That's why
What?
it's constantly moving.
it's a conspiracy theory. It's an alien.
Have you
gonna take
seen
over.
the aliens,
He's
dude?
still doing the
Have you
crawl.
seen? Have you seen like embryos and fetuses? They look so weird.
Yeah.
They look. They have like
Baby
we have
sharks.
tails and like long like baby sharks. What I do know about baby sharks is that all of them are born killers.
Yeah.
A great white shark mama with eggs inside of her has like hundreds of eggs inside of her, but the first one to hatch has to eat all the other eggs. It kills all of its brethren and sisters to be the only one born.
Wow.
They're born, and they must kill. I've not seen a shark in an egg, though. No, I've not seen what they look
See him
like.
at the aquarium. It looks fucking weird.
Aliens, man.
The fucking hammerhead sharks look weird as
Oh,
hell. They look weird as
nerdy
fuck.
shit.
They do look nerdy as shit.
What are you gonna do? Put on your glasses? 4 eyes?
Like the
It's just
bitch can't walk through fucking doorways, stupid.
So all hammerhead sharks look like they have Down syndrome.
Look like they have what?
Down syndrome. All hammerhead sharks look like they have Down syndrome.
Have you seen animals with Down syndrome?
Yeah,
They're so cute.
I vividly remember you showing me Down syndrome
What does
kitties.
a hammerhead shark with Down syndrome look like?
I'm sure it wouldn't survive. I think it would just die immediately. Spins in circles.
Like, because it makes their... It's just like the biggest thing to tell is that their eyes are farther apart.
What advantage does that have? Do you see farther?
What? Hammerhead sharks?
No, don't they see to the sides?
Is that the only... That's the only...
No,
I don't know much about hammerhead sharks. I just don't want to come across one in the wild.
Predators
they see
forward.
a lot more, and they see what's in front of them.
Yeah, prey animals see the sides, and predators see forward. That's how you tell.
Predator animals like cat eyes. You know how cat eyes, their pupils are vertical slit, like straight down. Well, that helps them do. That actually helps. Like the difference between those type of eyes, like cat eyes and lizard eyes, versus goat eyes and cow eyes and rabbit eyes and shit. Goat eyes, they're horizontal. It's like an oval, but it's side. That helps them see really fucking wide. But predator eyes, like cat eyes and lizard eyes, they're slit. They can focus really well. They can laser focus on something and ignore everything else.
But cats only do that sometimes.
What?
Cats only have their eyes like that sometimes. Just like when they open their pupils really big, it's when they're scared, so they can see more and they let them relax.
So it's like.
And it gets small when they're relaxed.
Imagine like a helmet over you, or like in a VR room, and it's just half the wall is just view.
I don't know what eye would be cooler to have, like a predator eye, like a vertical slit, or like a prey, like a goat eye. I feel like that would be really cool, just to see everything really wide.
Yeah.
No, we don't have predator eyes.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. We're more just.
We look forward.
Oh wow, you're right. Wolves have these eyes, and like so do I think tigers and lions.
Really?
Do you know why?
They don't have eyes on the side of their head.
No, Priya, they don't.
Do you know why dogs like look at the side when they look at you? Like they'll tilt their head.
Why?
It's so that they can see more of you.
Really?
So like you're kind of there for them, but then when they tilt their head, they just see the picture.
Oh, is it true that they see in black and white dogs?
It's yellow and blue.
Yeah.
Yellow and blue.
Or yellow and gray.
They can only see some colors.
Oh wow.
Imagine just seeing yellow and gray.
That sucks. Everything's gray and you see puddles of piss everywhere.
Oh, of course.
Bro, yeah, mantis shrimp, dude. Mantis shrimp can see like a whole spectrum of colors that we can't comprehend. You know what mantis shrimp are?
No.
Mantis shrimp.
Is that just a shrimp that's big?
It's one of these big shrimps, but they're like, but mantis shrimp are crazy. Let me tell you why. They have a hand that's just like a wrecking ball, and they pull up on like mollusks and like little crabs and shit to eat them. Now, how you kill them is they have this little wrecking ball hand. They punch so fast and hard, it causes a mini explosion behind their elbow, and like it evaporates the water behind their elbow. That's how fast and hard they punch underwater.
Damn.
So imagine getting pulled up by like a mantis shrimp and you're like a hermit crab. You're dead.
Yeah.
There's videos of them. They're just like, and they're just dead.
Can
knock
we
the fuck out.
measure that and then put it to scale for us?
Yeah. Bring me your chin. I'll knock you the fuck out right now, Nick.
Get some water.
You stand up. I'm just like.
Whoa, it works.
Go in the bathtub and see if you can get the water evaporate behind you.
Imagine I actually like I'm in a pool and I throw a punch and just you hear it in the water and it's just all the water.
Chronicles?
Yes, I have, and I fucking love that movie, Nick. I'm so glad someone else has seen the movie Chronicle.
Movie Chronicles, cool.
It is so cool. Have you heard of the movie Chronicle?
No.
Can I explain it to you right now? And then everyone's listening. Chronicle is this super tight movie that didn't get the best Rotten Tomato reviews, and I don't think I've ever seen it in theaters before, but I saw it at home. Super sick. They go to high school together. 3 high school guys. One's a jock, one's like a nerd, whatever. He's like social outcast. The two are related.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 are like cousins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 are cousins. His cousin, he's like average guy. Then there's like the social outcast guy, and there's the black guy, and he's like jock, super popular guy, like rich, big house, right?
Yeah.
And they pull up to a party, and like his cousin and brother, like, let's go to this party, it'd be cool. Because the jock guy invited them. They're like, yo. And they're at the party, and jock guy comes back, and they're like, where's he at? And he's like, yo, I need to come see this. And there's like this like meteor in the backyard. Push comes to shove, they fucking touch it, and like it releases like this light, and they're like knocked out for like a night. I'm just gonna fast forward. They have like telekinetic powers and can move things with their mind altogether.
And they keep getting like stronger. Like,
yeah.
At first it's like
they're
one
learning.
little thing, Or like will they know someone's thoughts? Was it that?
Nah, they were like they can like turn things off their mind, like they're moving shit at first. And they learned to fly too. And their homeboy, the jock boy, was like, "Y'all meet me here in like the middle of the desert." This was the best scene ever. They're like,
They're like,
"This
where are
was
you,
his
bro?
location. Where's he at?" And he comes floating down. He's like, "Sup, motherfuckers?" And they're like, and they're like, "We can do that." And it's like there's like 10 minutes in the movie dedicated to them learning how to fly, and it's just them
And
like
like just like throwing
jumping.
a football through the sky,
Yeah,
just
it's
by plane.
almost getting hit by planes in the sky, like commercial plane. But and the movie it goes. I don't want to spoil it, but I think we'll just stop through there. I don't think I want to spoil it, or should I? Right now, if you ever watch it,
We could watch the movie.
we could watch the movie. I won't spoil it. We'll cut it from there. Really good movie though. The ending was pretty good. Not gonna lie, very sentimental with that. Very good though. One of my favorite. One of my top 10 to be honest.
That was a really good movie.
It was a
It
really
didn't get that
fucking
much
movie.
exposure. I know it was in theaters. I've never heard anyone really talk about it.
I wish there'd be a second one. I know the way it ended. I wish there'd be a second one, but there's just not. It was really fucking good. Nick, if you had telekinetic powers, what's the first thing you do if you had powers to that proportion? Like you can like just rip buildings apart with your mind and just shit.
I would just start flying.
Alright.
And then try not to pull a Homelander. If anyone's watched The Boys, guys have watched The Boys.
I've never seen the boys.
They're like so much power, and they like become heroes. But basically, they were created in a lab to become heroes and like sold to the public.
Mm.
And so now they're just like corporate slaves, basically. And so now they like try to remain popular, and like eventually it comes down to this Nazi is trying this like literally she was born in like 1920s, and like she comes like she's alive through the entire present.
What?
Yeah, and then like she's like basically like she started the business basically that is selling the superheroes.
Okay. Okay. Priya. What would you do if you had telekinetic power?
Use them?
What would you use them for?
I don't know.
Priya, what powers would you have if you had to choose?
Flying.
Any combination.
Flying.
Just flying?
Just
Yeah.
no
That's-
telekinetic.
No, flying. You can any combination.
All my problems could be solved by flying.
Let's do a combination of two. You have to pick two. Flying and just flying? That's all you can think of right now?
Yeah.
Nick?
Me?
Yes.
Super speed and electricity.
Probably flying and super speed.
What's the point of having both of them?
Fly fast.
Like you can fly, like 100 miles per hour. But there's always gonna be a plane faster than you if you want to.
Exactly. I don't want to use it fast.
Yeah, but you think you're gonna get like you drive 100 miles per hour in your car, but like you gotta consider the fact that you're going 100 miles per hour, but not following the road. You can just go straight.
I want to be Superman. I want to make us go back in time.
All right. Super speed ain't bad until you like are running through the street and you just run through a motherfucking exploding blood.
Why is it that every
That's why
time?
I fly.
Why is it that every time like someone, like you imagine yourself like, oh, if I went back in time, I'd be like so smarter than these people. You guys ever think that?
Yeah, you'd be so much smarter.
Like you'd be like, I could just outsmart this person. Like
Yeah.
it goes back to that trick.
I mean, you only know that though because you know the history.
Yeah.
If you didn't know imagine if you didn't know the history. It's like, what the fuck would I do?
Have you seen the thing where it's like technically the people alive right now are more attractive than the people that were alive 100 years ago because the most attractive people got selected to have kids over and over and over. So we're the most attractive generation there is.
We are?
Yeah.
And it will continue to be so?
Until, well, would it ever even out? No, actually, yeah, it would even out.
It just depends on generational taste.
Yeah.
Like now, tan skin is considered more attractive than it was before.
That's true. You are pretty cute.
Third wheel.
Pretty good. You're like, no, it's not gonna be.
Motherfuckers in Spain during like I don't know, a couple centuries ago, the average height in Spain, fuck. During like Napoleon Bonaparte days in like France and Spain, those French and like Spanish motherfuckers were like 5'3", 5'5" at max. Like the tall people would be considered 5'5" way back then. So Nick, you go back then, you're a fucking giant. You're a whole ass ogre.
Yeah, bro. How many fifth graders do you think I could take then?
Oh,
How
all of
many
them.
people?
Nick, you go back then and you cough and they probably die. They don't have resistance or the shit we
Like One Punch Man.
Give them all
I've never watched
COVID.
One.
give them all COVID. They would probably get wiped out.
Oh.
If you just like travel back in time to dinosaur ages, you sneeze once and you just go through the portal.
Do you think that I'd be better than the Black Death?
The plague?
Yeah.
You think you would be?
If
Absolutely.
I went back in time now.
Yeah.
With
No,
my
it's
diseases.
still alive.
I know, but it's
there's-
like not as evolved.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, there's the bubonic plague is still around. There's no cure for it.
Yeah, it's in like squirrels or something.
Yeah,
And no, still
it's
in rats. There was a case like 2 years ago in 2018. Some motherfuckers got like lost in like some South American jungle and they like were starving so they ate rats and died of the plague.
When was this?
2 years ago, I think.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. But I think there was like vaccines or some shit that happened or whatever. I
I
don't
don't think there's a cure for it. There might be treatments or something.
Yeah, there's definitely not a cure.
Well, how do we not have it?
How many cures do you think?
I think-
Stop caring about it.
I think it's because the people in New York, they really do be stepping on rats with those big ass boots.
Yeah, it's both.
Rats are huge.
Bro, yeah, they're the size of fucking chihuahuas in New
You
York.
know about the Nazi coin from 2034?
Yeah, I saw a TikTok and there was like things that happened that you don't know about. First thing that was discovered in 2020, one of the biggest flying creatures was discovered in a Canadian ice, like
Oh,
massive.
Wait. Oh yeah, was it like the bird from Up? Looked like Kevin.
It wasn't a dodo bird. No, it was big.
That's
No,
not a dodo.
No, it was flying. It wasn't
Flying.
a bird. It looked like a pterodactyl.
it was. They called it the Dragon of the North. Is what they
Yeah.
called it. It was their naming right now.
Oh, wow.
In Canadian ice. Then there was. Well, what happened?
It was a Nazi coin, but the date
Oh.
was 2034. So it's like from the future.
Yeah, and then the top of the coin it said Nuevo, and then insert other word, but the word
No,
meant
it was
Germany, so it meant New Germany. 2039,
2034.
2034, some shit like that.
I don't know.
New Germany.
You guys
In
ready to go to New
Spanish.
Germany? Do you think there's gonna be more bratwurst?
Instead of Adolf Hitler, it's
There's
Adolfo
gonna be
Hitler.
more racism.
Adolfo.
There's gonna be more racism
Do I think there's gonna be more
in
racism
New Germany.
It's all
in
like,
New Germany?
Mhm.
So we got to the point where there's no, and now they're gonna tip back to extreme.
Extreme
Yeah.
what?
What
Racism.
racist?
Extreme racism.
So we flip back and forth. That's why we go from Trump to Biden, Obama to Trump.
Biden is well, as they say, Trump was like bad, like systematically discouraging racist, to like Biden is like regular racist as they call
No,
it.
but I mean the differences in the people. Obama to Trump.
She's just
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that good.
Oh yeah, no, that's
They
actually
switch back and forth like that. all
that
the
is
time.
actually the way the trend of the United States. Every
That's what I'm saying.
every term is usually filled out by Republican Democratic.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, which is kind of weird though, huh? You've never seen two presidents both back to back like Republican or Democratic. I believe so. At least that's what I was told in like my 8th grade history class.
Yeah,
They would
people
never
just change their minds every other year.
every other 4 years.
Yeah, I mean every year.
Because
But
the
if
grass
it,
is always greener on the other side. Switch it back.
yeah, a lot of people just believe that.
In this day and age with this president, how many third graders can you have? Wait, what's that show? Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Oh, dude.
That show disappoints the fuck out of me.
You guys ever think Wipeout disappointed you? Like you're like, damn, I could totally do that.
What's Wipeout? Oh, like this. Oh no, I know. Yeah.
Like, with giant balls and like weird.
Mm-hmm.
Giant balls.
Giant balls.
Giant
We
balls.
keep resurfacing back to
Balls.
balls.
Why do
Why do
they
testicles move?
move on their own?
They float.
It's up and down.
Aliens.
Aliens.
But it's so weird. Like they scrunch up and like it's like they're scooting.
Yeah, they're.
You have a
Chrome.
big hole.
It's like the seasons. You get cold and hot. It's going around in circles.
Yo, also
I have a friend named Andrew, and you know how like the testicles, they float. You know how the cords behind them. Well, he was taking a shit, and the testicles switched sides, and they got wrapped around each other, and it was
So
and it was immense pain, and he had to reach down there and unravel his testicles himself. Your face is telling me everything.
Wow.
And he said he did it, and he was standing above his toilet, like his dick was gonna fall off.
It's like
No,
you
I was like,
wound up like a toy. I mean,
he
that's
said,
what
he said he stood in his bathroom and he screamed. He was like, ah, the whole time until they were completely unraveled, because it was like electrifying pain, stabbing pain.
Damn, his were just going a little too fast. That this dimension.
God damn.
That answers your question, Priya. Testicles orbit. That's why they float like that.
That's true. Everything has an orbit.
Yes.
Center of gravity is the penis.
Yes. Which goes to show you that men make the world go round. The
Have you
Y
guys-
chromosome is superior.
Jesus Christ.
Have you guys ever seen like
You
when
can't survive without an X chromosome. I want you to remember that.
Imagine a disorder in which there are two Y chromosomes.
That's impossible.
I know, but like, what would that look like?
Nothing. You can't live without an X chromosome.
That's what you call Superman.
Wait, so it's two X's then?
Two X's is a girl. X and
XY.
Y is a guy.
That's what-
A woman always gives an X because all she has is two X's, and a man can give an X or a Y. So the man decides the gender.
Which
Oh,
is
so
why
Y
it's
has penis.
But
Which is-
women can have kids together now because
With
of
bone
bone marrow.
but they're always girls.
It'll always be a girl because
Yeah.
there's no Y chromosome to give.
So you guys could leave us right now.
Exactly.
Alright, well.
What are the benefits of doing that? Of wiping out men and having a society only of women? What are the benefits?
You just said the benefits.
What?
Oh.
Wiping out men and having a society of only women.
Well,
What are the drawbacks?
I don't see any.
if the what's it called? The male privilege, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how but then like people are always like, but actually 90%
Patriarchal
of men
benefits.
what did I just say? 90% of men are in jail. This like instead of women. Or it's just like
That's
the
what
more
they are.
suicides in men.
There is more typically everything in men.
It's mostly
Yeah,
because
So
they
maybe
aren't
we are the
allowed
bad.
to.
Most of the time, we do have a majority of the disorders. We get autism more, Down syndrome more. We get a lot of things more. We get more blood disease more. Suicide rates are higher, and they're more violent in most
Well,
men.
that's because you're not allowed to express your emotions.
That is true. The
So
patriarchy,
higher suicide, higher loneliness, higher anger.
which is why destroying the patriarchy isn't just good for women; it's good for men too, because the patriarchy did do that.
Release us.
Please.
Also, most men, when they get older, end up being lonely because you don't create strong bonds as men when you're younger, like women do.
Nick, just like my dad did this to me, but when you were growing up like a small boy, what were your toys? Legos, Chronicles, other
How's
things like
Legos?
was it hard to talk to pops growing up? Like, was it hard to express your emotions? Was it also shunned upon to cry a little bit? Like, not directly, but like, well, like, you can take it, boy. You're all good, son.
I was never
You're a
really
man.
Masculinity.
You're a man, boy.
I mean, yeah, sure. I was taught like to be strong. Like our men have to be strong. So what I do is I trick them into thinking I'm strong.
I start having a seizure on the floor.
Now these are some tips and tricks, guys. Don't forget to subscribe for more.
Tips and tricks. When your
I
dad is
did
telling you to man
take
up.
your tips and I sold feet pics online.
Yes.
Yes.
Feet pics were sold. You heard it here. Number one
I
supporter
have-
sold feet pics.
I
Hey,
have an account now to sell
guys,
feet pics.
it's working. We told you this is just extra income. Bam.
We
I got a
discussed this in
pedicure.
episode 2.
Yeah.
That's a callback.
Some guy paid for your pedicure. You now have a whole Instagram account for your feet.
I do?
Yes.
So if anyone, would you like to plug your channel in?
Yeah. Follow me on Instagram at Little Oopsies.
How-
And on Twitter, Little Oopsies.
There you go.
The link will be in the description.
Little oopsies. Buy feet pics. It supports her and the podcast.
Yeah.
Very good. Feet pics are great.
Get your feet pics. Get your feet pics here. Yep. Get your feet pics. All right.
Let's see. We're at 38 minutes.
We're at 38 minutes. I
Mm-hmm. We talked for a good amount of time.
think it's time to close it up.
Okay. Any
Alright,
closing
guys.
thoughts, Nick?
Um.
I think I have some too.
All right, you go first.
I will kick the shit out of any fifth grader who tries me. I think I can take on a good amount.
How many?
I honestly don't feel like I need brass knuckles or any weapon. I think I'm like I think I'm kicking in shins. I think I'm snapping necks. I'm
Oh.
uppercutting them to the stratosphere. Shit. I think I think theoretically, I personally believe a punch with 100% strength from me to a fifth grader's noggin. I think that's death. I don't know about you. I think in the temple, I'm killing one with a punch. I'm one punch man to those bastards.
I feel like you could just sweep them off their feet. They're just so light and just,
Break their little ankles. We are not homicidal, and we do not encourage anyone to punch children.
no
We
violence.
just encourage feet pics.
We just
We
encourage.
did encourage.
And
we did
watching
encourage-
testicles move.
What?
Well, we didn't encourage it. We just said what it is.
I
guys.
encourage
Time to
it.
listen up.
I encourage it.
All right, guys.
That has been the Toilet Bowl Podcast.
All right. Sayonara.